One thing I've noticed in the AAPC Facebook group is those who take, this is qualitative, just what I notice when I read the comments, but those who take our practice exams, they tend to perform better on the exam. And those practice exams, from what I hear, are more difficult than the actual exam, if you can imagine that.
I'm going to debunk that myth right there.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
I'm bringing them.
So I want to just let you know a little bit about our content development process. So when we assemble an exam committee to work on our exams and they're developing items for the test bank, they have no idea where those questions are going to be used. They're developing the same type of difficulty, structure for all questions, whether we use them in a study guide, a practice exam, a course, or the exam, because we can't have people knowing exactly what questions are on the exam, even those that help contribute to the content. So when people say that they've gone through the practice exams and they feel like it mimics the exam, it's because it does. It is the same type of question that we might pull into the exam. It's never going to be the same question, but it's testing you on the same concepts in the same format. I think the reason why people think that the practice exams are harder is, imagine if you sat for the exam having not taken the practice exams. That would seem even more overwhelming. So I think by using the practice exams, it makes you familiar with what to expect. So once you've gone through those practice exams, by the time you get to the real exam, you're like, oh, okay, just another practice exam. So I think that's why people who use those feel like they're much more prepared for the exam and have an easier time of it.
Right. And I also believe that in talking to our members is that what most people don't understand is that you have 3 practice exams. If you take all 3 of those practice exams, you get the same amount of questions in the same categories. So if we ask 10 questions in the 2000 series, within those 3 practice exams, you're going to get maybe, 5 and 4 and 3. So, but you will have 10 questions within those 3 practice exams that will mimic the exam or be familiar with. So it's the same amount of questions and the same amount of categories as if you were taking the exam, but they're broken up into 3 different categories or 3 different exams.
Okay. Well, thanks for debunking that myth. The one I brought about practice exams being more difficult, but what you may say, Rain, when he makes sense, this familiarity with the exam process.